You might have seen the news that a Roblox official FNAF game is here, and I think it will be a failure, to be honest. This is one of the worst ideas I've ever seen. Okay, for the people who aren't really initiated into this, have no clue what's going on or what I'm talking about, basically, I don't think you need introduction into FNAF. FNAF is basically just this horror game involving animatronics. I'm gonna put some footage on the screen right now. You definitely know what this is about, but I'm talking about the Roblox version, and I've been touching on this for like a little bit. There's this video that I made called Why Roblox FNAF Was Amazing, and just me just playing through like the most popular Roblox FNAF games, and pretty much it has come a long way since then. Party time. You ready? No, I'm not. FNAF has had a big impact on Roblox for like 10 years at this point, all the way back with like the original game, man. I remember seeing FNAF roleplays back in like 2016, 2015. Like Roblox and FNAF has been literally intertwined. But the thing is, Roblox FNAF games usually are made by like developers that are fans of both games. None of this is made by Scott Cawthon himself. Like the Scott Cawthon, the real FNAF games, all of them are on like either Steam or anywhere else. They earn on Roblox. The ones that you see on Roblox are pretty much made by other developers that aren't really by Scott Cawthon, like the creator himself, but they want to push out their own game that's basically FNAF official, you know. And I think this is such a bad idea at this point. Now, this would have been so good like 6 years ago. One thing is because the quality of FNAF games nowadays is just simply amazing. I need to put a couple of names out there. What's that game called again? Forgot the Memories. Just play that, bro. That is an exceptional game. Genuinely, I think it's better than the original games. I'm just gonna say this out loud. I think the quality of these games, I forgot the Memories, I think it's better than the originals, bro. Literally, that's how good I think the game is. It even has like amazing voice acting. The animatronics work fine, and that's one of the most popular ones. Let's talk about the BARNSTARS. That's an underrated one as well. But forgot the Memories, the BARNSTARS, all these like really good FNAF games. All of them came out in like the past 3 years or so. But most of the games back in 2020, most of the FNAF games back in 2018, 2019, most of them were pretty trash in my opinion. There were only two ones. I think there was an Animatronics World, and there was another one. What was it called again? Animatronics Awakened. Yes, that was like the first ever FNAF 1 replica. Now there's like thousands of them. Whenever I go on like the Roblox Reddit or like Roblox Instagram or stuff like that, out of curiosity, literally half of the game posts is all about FNAF 1. It's just people remaking FNAF 1. I've played at least 20 FNAF remakes, man. There's just too many of them now. And none of these are like bad. They're all like very high quality FNAF remakes that actually like mimic the AI very well, you know what I mean? But none of this really existed back then. Having a working AI animatronic all the way back in 2017 was like a huge deal. None of the games had it. Most of the games on the Roblox front page were, in terms of FNAF at least, were Animatronics World, which is basically like role plays and stuff that you do with like other kids on Roblox. And I don't think there's really much adults that played FNAF roleplay games back in the day. I think most people that I talked to that did FNAF roleplays back then were like 9, 10, 11, primary school age. So those were pretty terrible. And I think having an official FNAF game back in 2017 would have been so amazing, because technically the thing about having an official game is because they would usually hire people that have a lot of expertise in Roblox. You know, these people weren't just other kids making FNAF games that were played by kids. Most of these developers that were hired, that are official, have way more experience making games. The quality of official games would obviously be higher than the ones that are fan made. But nowadays, I'm not too sure about that, to be honest. I'm not too sure about that, because back then most of the games made on FNAF Roblox were done by single developers that were kids themselves. Maybe they were like 12, 13, 14-ish, that have like very little experience. They used free models to design the maps. All of the textures ported over were probably low quality as hell, and they didn't really have Blender support. Most of the FNAF animatronics look like this. Like, yo, this is bad, man. But of course they were like made with love, you know what I mean, because it took thousands of hours to probably make these builds on like the shitty Roblox engine that was 2017. But nowadays I'm not really confident that this official game is gonna blow the competition out of the water. FNAF is one of the most biggest sub-genres inside of Roblox. The FNAF community and the Roblox community are so intertwined with one another. Most people that I know that are fans of FNAF are also fans of Roblox as well. Like, the overlap is huge. There isn't really anyone that I know that likes FNAF and doesn't play Roblox as well to like at least once a week. And this is reflected with the amount of good games there are on the platform, man. I don't think an official Roblox FNAF game would add anything to like 2024 Roblox FNAF. I really don't think so. I feel like this is so unnecessary. And besides, what would they do in this like new game? What would they do in this new game? I mean, they can't remake the classics. They gotta make something that's like completely different, because the classics are already done to oblivion. There's already like FNAF 1, 2, 3, 4, Sister Location. There's already like very faithful remakes to those games already. So there isn't really any use for these games whatsoever. So it's gotta be something that's completely original. One thing I forgot to mention in my original recording was that the main focus of the game early on was this Dead by Daylight ripoff. It was supposed to be a game that's similar to Dead by Daylight, but kind of FNAF theme, and it featured like tons of monetization, a lot of game passes. They scrapped that idea, which is for the best in my opinion. We don't need that on Roblox at all. It's gonna be hella shameful if it's an official FNAF game. Imagine they did a game where it's like an expanded version of the maintenance work that you do in Help Wanted, especially in like the vents and stuff. You have to go through and climb over vents with people, or even take a page out of Lethal Company's book. Imagine you had to go find stuff inside the pizzeria to salvage, but then there are animatronics there waiting to attack you. These are some fresh ideas that I just got out of the top of my head that may work in like a FNAF setting. And besides, are the development team in like the official Roblox FNAF game, can they beat Forgotten Memories? Literally, can they top that? Forgotten Memories was made by a bunch of really experienced Roblox developers. It wasn't made by one person that was talented or whatever. It was made by a couple of dudes that were really into FNAF and actually sat down and actually did the work for it. And in my opinion, it is a very good quality game, and I don't think these new developers can even stand up to that game at all. The only reason we know about this is because I think you guys are really familiar with this. It was supposed to be scheduled for 2024. Nobody was supposed to know about it, and apparently Scott Cawthon, he was involved in this game. I don't think he was developing it, because he's mostly into like Lua. I think he's into like some other platform, some other coding language. Roblox uses Lua. I don't think he's really familiar with making Roblox games whatsoever. He's not really familiar with Roblox, so I think the development's made by someone else. Scott just improved the texture, but they thought that it was good to release the whole game. Like that is just one-on-one communication right there, and they failed at it. That's kind of sad, to be honest. Of course, development mistakes happen, but this is such a really big mistake. Like releasing your game? Seriously? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. With that happening already, I don't really have much confidence, man. Like in the communication between Scott and most of the Roblox developers working on this official game. I don't know. Can they really top the Forgotten Memories? Can they really top the existing top Roblox FNAF games right now? Honestly, I have very low confidence, because how can you mess up that bad? Like, was there no, are you sure? Was there no like checks, like was there no checks and balances in place in order to release the game at all? Was it just Scott saying the word yes? It wasn't there are no like second chances, like, oh, are you sure? Or do you want this to happen? Exactly, because releasing the game is like the biggest deal of all time in like game development. Pretty much your life's work. Okay, that's crazy. Your life work is insane, but most of the time when you're making like a really good Roblox game, it will take weeks and months of effort, and releasing it is like one of the most biggest things in terms of making a Roblox game, because that's literally months of work right there. Scott just saying yes one time basically means they're gonna release the whole game. Was there no like someone else other than Scott to just say, oh, we shouldn't release it? Or isn't there anything? Is it just him? I just can't believe that this happened in the first place. There was no second chances. Like nobody checked that Scott really wanted to release it. Nobody really like saw the message that Scott sent in twice, which is pretty insane. So now we have this game anymore. I definitely will go try and play it, but really I think it's gonna flop, to be honest. I feel like this is really gonna flop. This is no hate on like Scott or whatever. He's like an amazing developer in his own right, but pretty much I think the Roblox FNAF scene doesn't really need this. It's an addition, it's a bonus, yes, but I don't think anyone needs this, to be honest. Anything that this official game can do in terms of like scariness, gameplay, whatever, in terms of like the original FNAF formula, I think the fan-made games can do better, because that's how talented a lot of these FNAF developers are nowadays. Honestly, I would want like a Resident Evil official game, man. Like FNAF doesn't need it, but we need some other games need this. I need a Resident Evil official game, man. Please give me. I need one of those. So yeah, that's basically about me on this topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. Here's a video that you can check out right here. And yeah, that's about it for me. See you guys in the next one. Peace.